Hi, Toki here. I'm going to show you a Morphtronic deck because it's my favorite. And, well, frankly, it's amazing. So, you can see it laid out in front of you there. It's got 41 cards, pretty awkward number. Only 3 trap cards, those 3 trap cards being Royal Decrees. However, you'll notice that the side deck is nothing but trap cards. And there's 5 slots open. Those are just some trap cards I threw in here. This is a really pretty loose interpretation of how good the deck could be, because all that I have in my extra deck is a not very well thought out little get up. Bunch of level 7s, a little bit less level 8s, and 2 level 9s. You can see it by picture, then you'll know what they are. But now I'm going to go through the deck explaining, why everything is what it is. Starting at the top. It's going to be kind of confusing because it'd be a lot easier to start elsewhere, but this is necessary. First 2 cards you see are Morphtronic Boomboxen, the red guy up there. You can attack twice while in attack. Really good for if you have your equipped spells. And while he's in defense, you can negate an attack that targets another Morphtronic monster. Next card over, you see 2 Morphtronic Celfon. He's good to just have out in a bind, or if you just want to have fun with it, just summon more stuff from your deck. You roll the dice, and same number on your dice. You reveal top cards from the top of your deck, and special summon a Morphtronic amongst them. Which, with this deck, the way it is right now, has more spell and trap card than it does monsters. So sometimes if you get a low number like 1, 2, or 3, then you'll get nothing but spells. I'm working on changing that, but it's really hard to find spells that aren't useful in here. I mean, the problem doesn't occur really often with Celfon, but just in case. Next you see 1 Morphtronic Radion. I'm going to probably put in 2 and take out a couple other cards for him, because Radion, he boosts everybody's attack by 800, or all Morphtronic monsters, I should say. While in defense, he boosts everybody's defense by like 1,000, but I never have used that before. And the next 2 cards you see are level 3 tuners, Morphtronic Remoten. Level 3 tuning, or having level 3 tuners, is a big thing in this deck, because all your other monsters, excluding the 4 in total level 1s and the 1 Sangan right there, everything else is level 4, besides, the other level 3 tuner, Scopen, which is right next to him. So you always tune for 7s, which is your main 7, Power Tool Dragon, down there at the bottom, first synchro you see. But I'm getting off track. Remoten's effect is that you can, while in attack position, you can banish a Morphtronic monster from your graveyard to take a Morphtronic monster from your deck with the same level. If you have Scopen in the graveyard and need Scopen, summon Remoten, get a Scopen. It's kind of defenseless, but if you already have a level 4 up, you can do a Power Tool plus next turn. If you have a level 4 in hand, you can do another Power Tool, or Black Rose Dragon, or the Mecha Power Tool Dragon, I think is what it's called, or another level 7 of your choice. Very good with level 7s. And the next card is Morphtronic Scopen, like the best tuner for this deck. While in attack position, he can special summon a level 4 Morphtronic monster once per turn. Pretty great effect. While in defense position, he's level 4, so if you get that Celfon, and you can special summon Scopen out in defense and go for Ally of Justice Caedis, but I don't have one in here right now. Like I said, gotta change a few things. Probably should have done that beforehand, but I got a bit antsy. And then the next card you'll see is that 1 level 4 Morphtronic Slingen. He's another level 4, and his effect is that you can tribute a Morphtronic monster to destroy 1 card on the field. I like his effect because you can clear out Spirit Reapers, or just any spell or trap cards that are in your way. I mean, aside from the MST and Heavy Storm and Morphtronic Cord for the back row destruction and Vylon Matter to help, Dark Hole. But Slingen is just that extra little push there. Plus, if you want to, if you get Slingen with a Celfon, you can tribute Celfon, so you don't get super damage to your face because they attack your Celfon. And the next card is Morphtronic Staplen. He's a cool little card. Thinking about taking him out, actually, for the Radions or something. Maybe keeping him, adding more monsters, cutting down on spell and trap cards. If he's up, then your opponent has to attack Staplen. And when the opponent destroys it by battle, the attacking monster loses 300 attack. So it's just really annoying. And the next card is level 1 Morphtronic Vaccumen. While in defense position, he can equip your opponent's monster to him, which is great. Get big monsters out of the way, or just any monster out of the way. And then, whenever he's in attack position, you can send it to the graveyard to do 500 damage to your opponent. Useful stuff. And Morphtronic Videon. Another card I'm kind of thinking about taking out because I don't like using my equip spells on him, because his effect is that he gains 800 for each equip spell to him. I like putting my equip spells on Boomboxen and Power Tool Dragon, mainly. And if I don't have Boomboxen, then I'll throw them on Radion. It's just really better, because Radion boosts up everybody. It's kind of why I like him over Staplen and Videon. Just better card. Then the next monster, and last monster, is Sangan, because Sangan can take any monster from your deck. Any monster in the deck can come to your hand whenever your Sangan is destroyed, because they're all really low attack. Even though this is like the highest attack deck I've ever had. I've literally gotten like 6100 plus on a monster, easy. Well, I mean, with a semi-decent hand. Anyways, onto his spells. Still reading them in order. They're at the little number thing. You can see that there's 20 spells. Yeah, that's quite a bit. They come in handy, though. The first one's Book of Moon. Probably one of the spells that I'm going to take out to balance the deck more, because Book of Moon hasn't really ever helped me, besides kind of protecting my monsters. If I really need monster protection, I could just throw in some deep prisons in the side deck and, side out if I come against a really aggressive deck. Next one's Dark Hole. I want to keep Dark Hole because it wipes out everything amazingly. Like, multiple times I've had Sangan just sitting there because my opponent won't attack him, and a power tool up with an equip spell to him. And his freaking field is full of monsters, and I just can't get past him because, I don't have monsters or something, because he destroys them all, besides Sangan. But I'll Dark Hole, power tool stays, Sangan leaves, all of his monsters leave, plus I get a card to the hand. It's pretty great. I love doing that. It's happened so many times. The next is Double Tool C and D. It's the 3 equip spells you see right there. The equip spells are really, really big in this deck. That's why I have 3 double tools. Power Tool's effect is that you can banish, or not banish, you reveal 3 equip spells from your deck, and then flip them face down. Your opponent chooses one at random. If you have 3 double tools in your deck, you just get to take a double tool. Same with those 3 united would be stands down there. And you can do it with like mage power too if you want. If you feel like, going more equippy based instead of all these other spells. But yeah, double tool C and D. It's great. Really long effect, so I won't bother you with reading it. But we will go on to the next card, Heavy Storm, which is a staple. I'm not going to explain that card because if you don't know why that card is amazing, then probably haven't been dueling very long. Next card is Junkbox. 2 of them. 2 Junkbox. Junkbox special summons a Morphtronic monster from your graveyard for until the end phase. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Use it on Scopen. Special summon from the hand, you still have a normal summon that turn. Or, use it on Scopen, special summon a level 4 from the hand, you still have a normal summon, plus you have that power tool. Or just really, Junk Box, it's just like the best card ever. And that leads me to the next special summon from the grave card, Monster Reborn. It's like Junk Box on steroids. Kind of. Monster Reborn came before Junk Box, but that's not the point. It's regardless of everything else. And the next card are 2 Morphtronic Cords. Morphtronic Cord is one of those things I was talking about for spell and trap card destruction. While equipped to a Morphtronic monster, and can only be equipped to a Morphtronic monster, if you change that monster's position, you can destroy a spell or trap card on the field. I believe it's on the field, not just your opponent's. I may be wrong though. Don't quote me. And wish that would stop making noise. Next card is another equip spell, one that I don't really grab often. By the way, Morphtronic Cord's an equip spell if I didn't say that. The next one is another equip spell, Morphtronic Repair Unit. It says send a monster or a Morphtronic monster to the graveyard to special summon a Morphtronic monster from the graveyard. So, if you need something from the graveyard, you can do it that way. Plus, you can take it to your hand with Power Tool Dragon, so if you feel like you need one, the chances are 2 to 3. Unless you already have one in the grave. Then it's like 1 to 3, obviously. Next, oh, by the way, if you use that card, don't try and change the monster's position because it can't. It's like not able to. It's part of the effect. Next card is Mystical Space Typhoon. There's 2 of them. That's it. Next card is 3 United We Stand. Next cards. All equipped spells. Gains 800 attack for each face-up monster on the field. Just another one of those little things for power tool. Next card, Vylon Matter, 2 of them. Vylon Matter is really good, just because sometimes the duel lasts a little long, and you can just recycle your equipped spells. By the way, the effect is send 3 equipped spells from your graveyard to the deck, shuffle the deck, of course, and then you either get to draw a card or destroy a card on your opponent's field. Great card. It's just nothing but benefits, really. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you'll not have enough in the graveyard, but then you don't really need Vylon Matter. Next are 3 Royal Decrees, because I use, like, no spells in this, or no traps in this deck, and it's great to, make your opponent feel that same way. Besides that, your opponent's deck sometimes, well, often fails if you have a Royal Decree. So I use 3, because you can't ever get enough Royal Decrees. Well, you can. It's called Dead Draw. But it's better safe than sorry, I win a lot with this deck, so it works. Although I do need to fix it. Onto the side deck. I don't really need to explain anything there. They're just kind of a bunch of staples, trap staples, because, if you feel like you want to use some traps, you can go ahead and do that. There's like 5 slots open, so it's really an open idea. Side deck. I'm working on a deck, it's like Morphtronic. You can summon up a Quasar with all this other stuff. It's really complicated, and I haven't gotten it down yet. But whenever I do, I will let everybody know. Now the extra deck. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 level 7s. Nice. Oh wait. Yeah, there's 7 of them. 3 Power Tool. Great card. Whenever Power Tool would be destroyed, you can destroy an equipped spell instead. And then there's Mecha Power Tool Dragon, which is like, you can equip a equip card that's on the field to Mecha Power Tool Dragon, if it's able to. And you can draw a card each time you do that. Once per turn. That's how many times you can do that. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that either. Can't see the effects right now. And then Black Rose Dragon. That's just, you get to blow stuff up. It's always fun. And then next there's 6 level 8s. Once again, all of this is very movable. I'm actually going to move it, put in some level 5s, and, well, like 2 level 5s, 2 level 6s, because oftentimes I'll get a Scopen and a Sangan, and that's just annoying to keep on the field. It's just like, dang, I really wished I could, fix that. But yeah, there's Red Dragon Archfiend 1, Stardust Dragon 2, and Scrap Dragon 3. Scrap Dragon just because, you know, if I want to destroy some stuff. And there's 2 Mistworms. 2 level 9s, Mistworms. You don't really get those up often, but whenever you do, you needed them. You don't have any level 2s, so you can't have 7 and then 2. But you can go with, like, Scopen in defense, Celfon, and one of the level 4s, which happens pretty often. Plus it gets Celfon out of the way, and you can summon a Mistworm. I mean, everybody loves Mistworm. And yeah, that's my Morphtronic deck. Rate, comment, subscribe. You should do that. Also, if you feel the need to voice your opinion, make it where I can fix the videos to your opinion. Please don't just say, this video sucks, because then I can't fix it. And, well, Team Leader Toki here, and now I'm going to be going. Check out the rest of our channel.